Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions, or should I say the Hospital Bruins Game Reactions. Obviously, I'm not in a hospital. I'm still in my own room. The injury report is the hospital part. I shouldn't need to explain this. Matthew Poitras and Michael Callahan have both been called up, along with Vinny Lettieri, but he was already on his way up from Mark Kaslick being sent down. Mark McLaughlin being sent down. Mark Kaslick goes on IR, I would imagine, with a concussion. Seems like he's going to be out for a little bit from the Tampa Bay game. Obviously wasn't in against the Panthers. Charlie McAvoy, also on IR. I didn't watch the Florida game. That's coming in like 30 seconds. Couldn't tell you what his injury is. And Hampus Lindholm goes on LTIR. There goes your first D-core and your fourth line right wing / center. Sometimes third line. Yeah, I mean, not good, obviously. But I actually got 2 games to go into today. Getting a bit of a double feature. First game, we're going to just kick that right off. Florida, 4-3 win in overtime. Going to be nice, short, sweet. Swayman, out of his mind. No shock. Out of his mind again today. No shock. The boys still can't defend. Sorry. The boys still can't defend in the final 3 minutes. Give up a goal, or in the final and first 3 minutes. I'm pretty sure Florida scored one of their goals within the first minute of the second. Second one, or third one rather, came with 2 seconds left in the period. Third period, to send it to overtime. Good news is David Pastrnak knows how to score within the final minute, as it turns out. And at the last second, 1.8 seconds left on the clock, he scores. No shootout for Boston still. Boston Bruins win 4-3. Like I said, I didn't watch it. Seems like it was a normal Florida-Boston game. Pretty chippy, as this one was. A lot of similarities, actually, between these 2 games. Yeah, 4-3 win. I'm not going to complain. I can't complain about anything. Obviously, you hope Mark Kaslick's okay, and whatever happened to McAvoy, he's okay, hopefully. And yeah, so let's just get right into the Tampa game. Obviously, gone through the injury report. Boston Bruins win 6-2. 2 empty netters, shorthanded. I'm calling that 6-2. Great game. Swayman out of his mind, 43 for 45. Pastrnak 3 points. I believe Andrew Peeke had 2 or 3 points. Gets his first goal as a Boston Bruin. Parker Wotherspoon gets his first NHL goal. And this game was needed. Just stomp an opponent into the earth's crust. Don't even give them a chance right from puck drop. There were maybe 15 to 20 minutes you could nitpick here and there. I'm not going to. Because you have Jeremy Swayman, who puts up a 9.56, I think it was. And is just that guy. I mean, this was an amazing game from him. So good. He was right there when he needed to be. The 2 goals he allowed. One was a bad tip, very late. The other one was Victor Hedman being Victor Hedman. That's going to happen. Yeah. Keep this intro relatively short and sweet. You play Ottawa next, then San Jose. And yeah, keep on rolling after that. So with that, we're going to get right into the first period. Here we go. Hi, popping in real quick. Ryan McDonough went down with a head injury. David Pastrnak took a shot and caught him up behind the visor. You hope he's okay. You hate to see anything happen like that. He left, I believe with about 5 minutes left, did not return. I didn't expect him to. Cole Koepke took a freight train of a hit. Arguably could have been called a penalty. I'm not going to complain for the sole purpose of Boston won. And the reffing was pretty fair all around. They were letting a lot of stuff go. Sometimes you like, other times you don't. Neither one of them returned to the game. Hopefully, Cole Koepke's okay, especially, considering this. But, I mean, the important thing is that everyone is okay. So let's actually get into the first period now. First period comes to an end. Boston is up 2-0 because Matthew Poitras exists. Matthew Poitras and David Pasternak, rather. Great play by Charlie Coyle in the defensive zone. Victor Hedman bobbles the puck. Coyle blocks him enough and scoots the puck loose. And Poitras and Frederic are both kind of there. Take it up the ice. 2-on-0. Zaka. Sorry. Poitras over to Frederic. And just kind of taps in past Andrei Vasilevsky. Great start. That was very early on. Just about 5 minutes in. So not the earliest, but still fairly early on. And, I mean, coming into this one, you knew it was going to be chippy. Once Boston went up 1-0, it got chippy. No real penalties, I'd say, for it being chippy. The Lightning have had two penalties, one for a delay of game, and the other was a hooking call on a 2-on-1, 2-on-1, 2-on-0. It was close. Second goal coming, I think, just about 5 minutes later as well. Maybe just a bit less. Pavel Zacha just gets the puck into the offensive zone, gets it over to David Pasternak, and Pasternak passes it through traffic to Parker Wotherspoon, who is up in the rush, apparently. That's a thing. And has two Lightning players around him and just kind of says, okay, I'm going to shoot. And beats Andrei Vasilevsky once again. Bar down as well, so just an absolute rocket of a shot. That's his first NHL goal. Obviously, it's been a little bit. I believe this is technically his first full season. He has sat out a few games, obviously. I mean, good for him. That was a heck of a shot, and that was something that he needed. I'm not going to say it. This team looks really bloody good. Obviously, you're missing your first pair. Not a ton of teams can survive that. You're also missing Mark Kastelik from the Tampa Bay Lightning game. This is honestly just kind of survive. Wait until McAvoy comes back, and not only are you surviving, you're managing to thrive. Keep it up. You're up 2-0, getting outshot just a bit. 9-6 right now. It's tight. Keep the foot on the gas. That's how you're going to beat these guys. Tampa also missing Braden Point. I mean, Lindholm and McAvoy. Say what you want. I would rather have the two of them over Braden Point. That's probably going to get me flamed in the comments, especially when Boston finds a way to lose this game. But I say what I say. I mean, the kids look good. Vinny Lettieri's look good. I haven't seen a ton of the other guy. I don't know his name. Okay, hold on here. I'm just going to check this real quick. I mean, it's been a good start for all three guys that have been called up today. Mark Callahan. Sorry, that's the other guy. He's the defenseman that got called up. They haven't looked bad. I mean, they've looked alright. Nothing more you can really ask. Poitras, obviously, already having a point is phenomenal. Power play looks dead. That's nothing new at this point. Keep your foot on the gas, and you have a chance here. Do not mess this up. And yeah, we're gonna head into the second period on that. Second period comes to an end, and well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. Boston gives up not only a final 3-minute goal, a final minute goal. Better than that, a final 20-second goal. I don't know. I mean, I shouldn't complain. You're still up by 2. The period started out good. I mean, Brad Marchand and David Pastrnak had a 2-on-1. Marchand ripped it home from the left dot, from the right dot. And at that point, it's, I think, less than 10 shots into the game still from Boston. Like, that was less than 2 minutes into the game, or into the period. Less than 10 shots. I mean, you've got 3 on this guy. He's looking beatable. And then Nikita Zadorov gets a roughing call. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of roughing. And then, the Mitchell Shelfie? Mitchell Shelfie, I'll call him Shelfie, also gets a roughing minor for that. 2 guys going at it. Nikita maybe could have got an extra 2 there. Not a big deal. David Pastrnak scores on the 4-on-4 on a beautiful feed from Pavel Zacha. Andrew Peeke actually ended up having the first shot on this one. Just kind of bounced off Andrei Vasilevsky, bounced out to Zacha, and then, Pastrnak had blown a tire, got right back up nice and quick, and was able to get it home. So at that point, it's 6 minutes into the period. You're up 4-0. Just hold the fort at this point. And that's kind of what happens. And I don't know. Maybe that hurt missing your top 2 defensemen. Trent Frederick and Lilleberg? Hold on, I want to make sure. Emil Lilleberg. There is no N there. Lilleberg. Emil Lilleberg got into a fight. Lilleberg, obviously, being the reason Mark Kaslick is now on IR. Presumably, I would imagine, with a concussion. Just the way he kind of got hit during the fight in the dying seconds of the Tampa game. Yeah, I mean, it happens, but at the same time, you see this team less than a week later, you're paying retribution for it. And yeah, I mean, he was kind of getting targeted throughout these first 40 minutes. And finally, Trent Frederick fights him. I would imagine that's going to be the end of it. But this period remained rather violent. No, violent's not the right word. Chippy. I've used that a lot. I think that's the 4th time. And then this is where Tampa kind of starts coming back on. Connor Geekie gets a tip in off a great point shot from Victor Hedman. Yeah, I mean, it happens. That was going to be stopped by Swayman's pad. Had it have just gone straight. That's the beauty of a tip. Allows magic like that to happen. And Connor Geekie gets his first goal of the season. Obviously not playing in all of the games, so that's kind of okay. It's not great. But it's better. A couple more penalties. Yeah, I mean, they're not great, honestly. Each team got one. Probably could have called a couple more there, but the refs are letting them play, which I don't mind. And then Victor Hedman. I mean, great player, scores a great goal. dying seconds of the period. Man, this team needs to defend better. Especially in the final 3 minutes. Because when was that? Oh, wow, that was still with 9 minutes left. Okay. So realistically, you could be up 4-1. This game could also be like 8-2. Or 8-5, sorry. Just with the amount of chances that Swayman has saved. Plus a couple posts as well, that helped. Yeah, I mean, you head into the third period, same position you were heading into the second. Shots are, oh, wow, not nearly as even as I remember them being. 29-18 for Tampa. So Tampa's had a full game worth of shots. Boston's had about 2 periods worth of shots. Wow, penalty minutes are going through the roof here. We're up over 24 is what we're at. Yeah, just kind of gotta dig in, really. Maybe try and get a couple quick ones at the start. 4 goals on 18 shots for Andrei Vasilevsky. That puts him at a .778 save percentage. There should really be a couple more goals there, if I'm being honest. And I think just keep putting shots on. I don't know if you could do this. Maybe have like 2 forwards and three defensemen. Like I know the centerman's meant to be the third defenseman, but maybe communicate that to the centerman. Like play more third defenseman than you would normally. But yeah, I mean, so far, nothing really to complain about. It's been a tight game. Obviously, a big game in the standings tonight. Actually, all 4 games are probably going to end up meaning quite a bit. Just win. Doesn't matter how. Just get it done and come out of here with the 2 points. And then you get to go face Ottawa on Saturday. So yeah, we're going to head into the third period. And hopefully be back after a Bruins win. Boston Bruins obviously end up winning 6-2 at the end of the third. 2 empty net goals. No real complaints. Did not get many shots. Had 18? So they had 6. Tampa finished the game with 45 shots. So what's that? They had 29, so they got 16. Oh boy. Okay, so the shooting percentage really could have been, or the shots really could have been a bit better, both for and against. I mean, honestly, there's not much to complain about. Zadorov and Eric Cernak, I don't know, ended up going for a fight 20 seconds out of the intermission. Yeah, 2 big guys. Both fights actually were fairly even. And then after that, there wasn't a ton. Brendan Carlo got a tripping penalty late in the game, which benefit the Boston Bruins as they got 2 shorthanded goals. Obviously, both were with the empty netter. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to count those. You can actually no. You know what? 6-on-4. I'm counting those. Those are shorthanded goals. Yeah. I mean, this was just a heck of a game from Boston, start to finish. Maybe the final 10, middle 10, or final 10 of the second, first 10 of the third, first 5 of the third, maybe even. Other than that, locked it down. And that was exactly what they needed to do. And they get 2 crucial points in what's actually a 4-point swing game. Because not only are you taking a game off Tampa and a win off Tampa, you're taking a point or 2 points off Tampa for a win. And yeah, Jeremy Swayman, not even close. Pasternak had 3 points. Zacha had 3 points. Andrew Peak scored an empty net goal that is notable. First goal as a Boston Bruin. They don't ask how. They ask how many, and he finally gets one. Good for him. Just kind of looking through this here. Marchand had 2. I mean, I think Pastrnak could have had 6 points in this one. Swayman, MVP. 956 save percentage. 45 shots. 43 swaves. They are swaves. They're not saves, they're swaves now. 43 swaves. Stood on his head. Made the clutch saves when he needed to. The 2 goals he allowed, if you're stopping 43 out of 45, you can allow 2 goals whenever you please. You're not going to be perfect every night, and obviously there's going to be some nights where you get a bad tip in. There's going to be some nights where it is Victor Hedman clapping bombs from the point. I don't think his goal was actually a slap shot, but you get my point. MVP of the game. Not of the week, actually. He's played brilliantly these past 4 games. Edmonton, Florida, Tampa the first time you lost, still had, I think a 921. Tampa the second time where you dominate on home ice, where Tampa has had a really good go at the power play. Yeah, I mean, power play opportunities were only 2-1 in favor of Boston. So obviously there were a lot of, I think there were three separate 4-on-4s in this one. 30 minutes. No, sorry. 24? 34 minutes. Wow. 34 minutes worth of penalties, obviously 20 coming from the fight. Or 2 fights, rather. Hits were almost dead even. Face-offs were dead even. Great game, all around, honestly. I keep this momentum going. You beat Florida. You beat your boogeyman over the past 2 seasons. Now you go and beat Tampa. Go on the road, beat Ottawa, then fly all the way across the country, 2 countries, technically speaking, and go play San Jose. I think they're on the road in San Jose. No, actually, they're probably not because it's a 1 o'clock game. Maybe. No, that looks like that's in Boston. Okay, so yeah. So fly back to Boston, go beat San Jose, keep this ball rolling. That's exactly what you have right now. And yeah, I mean, great win all around. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you enjoyed. And we're dead, but we're not out. We're down, but we're not out. I'm very tired. Please forgive me.